first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position. Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now. Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Kaepernick. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty. No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty,
It's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the
touchdown. Richie James, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 5.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Edwards. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now Kaepernick. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Richie James with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On the handoff, Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman.
And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now it's Edwards. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Jackson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Come on!
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On third down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Edwards, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here's Edwards again on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Jackson now. Flushed out right.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got Mason complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the delay, here's Hines. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Naeem Hines, 37 yards. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Blankenship out for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Kaepernick going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When he went on the
move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This is Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. This goes out right to Doyle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Kaepernick now to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw again is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a run with Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. This is Edwards.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
On first down, Hines. And some space here. And they'll get this well past mid.